vois la ville en fête et en délire, suffocant sous le soleil et sous la joie. Et j'entends dans la musique les cris, les rires qui éclatent et rebondissent autour de moi. Et perdu parmi ces gens qui me bousculent, étourdi, désemparé, je reste là. Quand soudain je me retourne, il se recule, et la foule vient me jeter entre ses bras. Emportés par la foule qui nous traîne, nous entraîne, écrasés l'un contre l'autre, nous ne formons qu'un seul corps. Et le flot sans effort nous pousse enchaîner l'un et l'autre, et nous laisse tous deux épanouis, enivrés et heureux, entraînés par la foule qui s'élance, une folle farandole, nos deux mains restent soudées, et parfois soulevés, nos deux corps enlacés s'envolent, et retombent tous deux épanouis, enivrés et heureux.
The AMX-30 Super has very little armor because every dart at this tier will negate this pretty weak frontal plate, and even SPA will be able to go through a mantlet, and especially if they have APTS loaded. You will survive due to these fuel tanks because they'll soak up the damage and it'll set on fire, but you can just retreat and put that out. And the crew layout is very interesting as it's kind of Soviet, where you have this fuel tank and then this huge ammo rack right beside the driver. And yeah, so this tank suffers from King Tiger syndrome, where if a round goes through a mantlet right here, you're gonna detonate your ammo right here, and this happens quite a lot. And that's especially a problem when you're ridging over ridge lines, because a smart player will shoot you right here while you're ridging, and they'll take out your crew and they'll detonate your ammo sometimes. Like right here. All the ammo just got caught in that. So yeah, definitely be careful while you're taking this tank out, and do not rely on your armor at all like most tanks. In addition, you only want to take 22 ammo, because then you start filling up this ammo rack, and that's really not needed, and 22 is more than enough. This is your ready rack, so 3 pieces for ready rack, and then it goes back here. The AMX-30 is a very fast machine, as its horsepower per ton ratio is one of the best out of any of the 8.7 premiums. It's actually the second best, only losing out to the XM1, which is 9.0, and its top speed is also very high, 65 kilometers an hour, and you'll reach the speed limit a bit when you're on larger maps, but during most gameplay you won't. Speed limit doesn't really matter, and your mobility lets you get around the battlefield so fast, and you can get to places, sniping spots quick, and you can get to cap points quick, and all in all, it's a great tank for flanking or rushing. The AMX-30 receives a gun which is very similar to the L7 105mm found on a lot of tanks at this BR, and if you've gotten high tier in most tech trees other than the Soviets, I believe, you will have played with this gun quite a bit. It has good trajectory, the darts are fast, and the penetration is really good, but at this BR penetration doesn't matter that much, as darts negate most armor that you'll be facing anyways. What you want is good reload, and the stock reload is 8.7 seconds, but you can get that down to 6.7 seconds. This is handy when you're fighting Soviet tanks and you see them shoot, because you have a pretty nice buffer for you to get a shot off on them. This is a good match that I had on Fields of Poland, which I do not like, and you'll see a lot of the advantages of the AMX-30 Shine. I laze this Leopard, I believe, and I get a one shot off on him, which is always nice, and then I mobility killed this Type 74, and then you'll see him smoke in a second, so I'm not going to focus on him anymore, as there's a another leopard in the background, which I also get a mobility kill on. And now he's looking for me, and he takes out my engine, but I repair fast as I'm on the cap point, and you repair twice as fast on cap points, which is always good to remember. And I kill him here, and then I take out the gunner and the commander on the Type 74, who misses his shot on me. He should have hit that with a laser rangefinder, but yeah, it's a big mistake that he made there. Now I'm just going to sit here for a few seconds and make sure that there's no other targets that can sneak up on me before I move to the C and B area to try and clean up there. Now as I'm going here, I just saw the AMX-30 Super fire shot off to my left. So now I'm just gonna rotate my turret over and look around, and I see something with the thermals, and I get a shot off on a Type 74. One hit kill. The APDFS has really good spalling on this tank, and I see someone else with thermals, and the thermals are a huge bonus with this tank. There's at this tier, thermals should not exist at this tier, but they do. So you use it to your advantage. I don't really damage that leopard too much, but it's okay. I don't like being in the open, and I'm very vulnerable in this position, so I'm gonna try and move quickly towards the city after I get some shots off on these tanks that are trying to flank. I got a kill shot on the A1, and now I'm gonna move into the city. You can see that I'm moving pretty quickly around, and I'm gonna come up down here, and I'm gonna start looking at that ridge line because I know that they're probably gonna be camping somewhere here. And now I'm looking through my thermals. I spawn obel, and this should have been a kill shot, but obels are just, they're annoying, so I have to get another shot off on him. And I see a gun go off in the background behind the obel, but I don't really get a bearing on where he is. And I see this Tam, I believe, while I was just checking around because we had no friendlies near our spawn, so I was just trying to make sure. And I won't be able to get a shot off on the leopard, I believe, on the background it was. And I'm just gonna keep on moving up and try to get to B and assist my teammate, my other AMX-30 Super teammate. And now we disable this leopard at B. He's gonna retreat and repair at the cap point, and we're just gonna keep on moving. I look over and see the leopard, and he put himself in a pretty bad position. He should have gone back more so he wouldn't be visible over that ridge line. But I don't kill him, and then he does retreat more. And I'm just going to drop some good old arty on him to annoy him. Now as I'm moving up, my friendly gets killed, and I see where the shot came from, and I one-shot this L44, and then I'm going to continue moving on to B. My left side is very vulnerable, but I don't really care because I just want to cap this point and get this game over with. As I move up, I see another leopard, and now I know that there's two leopards at this B point, and I'm going to be surrounded. And again, that huge forehead on this tank is going to be kind of an issue because I don't want to push over these ridges because these guys will be able to shoot that forehead and get a kill shot on me. And I want to avoid that as much as possible. So now I'm in this little tango with this leopard, and I'm gonna start repositioning myself, and I don't realize that I've showed that much of my turret, and he kills me. He kills me because my ammo rack and my turret detonated, and that's fun. And now I'm gonna respawn in a backup, but I go on, and then I get to B, and everyone there is dead, and we win the match. As you can see, this tank nets you a pretty hefty reward. It got 80,000 silver lines and 15,000 research points, which is very good. I hope you enjoyed this little analysis slash guide, and I hope I can make some more content.